walking on the moon. I hope my legs don't break, walking on the moon. We could walk forever, walking on the moon. We could live together, walking on the moon. Walking on the moon, walking back from your house, walking on the moon. Feet they hardly touch the ground, walking on the moon. Feet don't hardly make no sound, walking on the moon. Some may say, wishing my days away. No way. And if it's the price I pay, some say tomorrow's another day. You'll stay, I may as well play. Whoop, 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 whoop. Walking on the moon, walking on the moon. Are what you take, walking on the moon. I hope my legs don't break, walking on the moon. We could walk forever, walking on the moon. We could live together, walking on. Some may say I'm wishing my days away. No way. And if it's the price I pay, some say tomorrow's another day. You'll stay, I may as well play. Whoa. Good evening, folks. Welcome to Spontaneous Sunday. My name is Aaron Childs, and I'm broadcasting here in Los Angeles, California on this Sunday evening. And we are experiencing an entire lunar eclipse. And as you saw in the thumbnail there, the eclipse are a couple of battling paper clips. But anyhow, yes, that's tonight's theme is the moon. So we have had liftoff, and we are on our way to the moon. You may see this giant snowball. It's good size here next to my hand, and that actually is a moon. And I will turn it on for you in a second. It actually has light behind it. When I turn it on, you kind of miss the detail in it. But anyhow, I will leave it here for the time being. But there's a lot of good requests tonight. We'll be trying some stuff at the organ as well. And just thanks for hanging out. And always good to see you all every Sunday evening. So this next one, you cannot have a moon theme without doing this one. And it's so hard for me to find a new way to do things every time I try something. Because if I'm going to do a song, most times I try to find a way to make it fresh and new in some way. That opening one was The Police. The song is called Walking on the Moon. Kind of has a reggae groove to it, but it can, with all those kind of synthesized sounds, you can kind of get that really sort of just ambient kind of up in space kind of sound. But anyhow, this next one is a favorite. It is one that everyone knows, so I hope you enjoy. Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I could really care for. And then there suddenly appeared before me only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked out, the moon had turned to gold. Oh, blue moon, I'm no longer alone. Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Without a love of my own. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I could really care for. Oh, and then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone. Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. That's, of course, Blue Moon. Goodness me. It's a lot of fun. And, of course, that was sort of a Latin groove there. So, yeah, that song is not normally done that way. But anyway, it works. It works. So, thank you all so much. Thank you. Let's see. Let's see who's in the chat first. Let's go to the chat. All right, I'm going to scroll up here at the top and see how lovely you all are in the moonlight. Give ourselves a little bit of... there we go. Look at this key. That sounds like we're on the moon. We're on the moon. And we have reached the time for spontaneous Sunday chat song. I see in the chat is Christian. Hello, Christian. And next in the chat I see is Matt Leach. Hello, Matt. Welcome up here to the moon. And next I see in the chat it's Jill. Hello, Jill. How is the moon tonight? And next in the chat I see is Robert Vonner. Hello, Robert. Hello. And here in the chat in Maryland is Cam and Kristen. Hello, Cam. Hello, Kristen. I'm glad you're both here tonight. in the moonlight. And now I see in the chat, it's Rue in Chicago. Hello, Rue. It's good to see you. And next in the chat I see is Georges. Good to see you, Georges. I'm glad you're here tonight. I'm glad you're here tonight. And I see Tracy is in the chat. Hello, Tracy. Welcome. I was trying to rhyme chat. I hope you know where you're at. You're in the chat, Tracy. Oh, there we go. And that's that. And now I see Jerry Martin is checking in from Ohio. Hello, Jerry. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. Good to see you. And now I see... Lost it. Went away. There we go. And now I see Lena is here. Hello, Lena. How is the moon in North Carolina? And I see that my sister's in the chat. Hello, Rachel. How are you this evening? And I see that Jeannie's in the chat, also in Ohio. Hello, Jeannie. How are you this evening? Hello, Fred. Looks like I'm not going to try to read your name, but Fred B. from New York. Hello. I don't know if there's anyone else who has joined us from New York. You may be the first one, and hopefully not the last one. So I better do a good job. I better do a good job of taking us to the moon. And I see that my mom is here. Hello, Mom. Hello, Dad. I imagine the moon is out where you are as well. The moon is not out here in California yet, but I bet it'll be out soon. And I see that Beth is here. Beth is local to SoCal like Georges is. Hello, Beth, it's good to see you. in the chat I see it is Zhenghua, who is in Germany and should be sleepy. But I'm glad you're here to hang out and enjoy some lunar tunes. Some lunar tunes. Lunar tunes. Ubbity, 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 that's all, folks. And that's all for the chat song. Oh, yeah. Well, that was very ethereal sounding. I've got another one that's kind of in the same vein for you. So this one's one I don't think I've done before on here, but I'm going to try this one for you tonight. Yes, I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow, leaping and hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. And if I ever lose my hands, lose my plow, lose my land, oh, if I ever lose my hands, oh, won't have to work no more. And if I ever lose my eyes, if my colors all run dry, yes, if I ever lose my eyes, oh, if I won't have to cry no more. Yes, I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow, leaping and hopping and a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. And if I ever lose my legs, they have to call me Eileen, I won't moan and I won't beg. Oh, if I ever lose my legs, hey Eileen, oh, if I won't have to walk no more. If I ever lose my mouth or my teeth, north and south, yes, if I ever lose my mouth, oh, if I won't have to talk. Did it take long to find me? I asked the faithful light. Did it take long to find me? And are you gonna stay the night? Oh, I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow, leaping and hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon That's Cat Stevens. The song is called Moon Shadow. Yeah, I thought when you talk about losing your legs, or losing one leg, I suppose, that's the person that's the name that they call you, right? And that's the name Eileen. Because when you have only one leg, you have to lean. But never fear, if you have one leg, there are many songs about you. One of them is, kind of sounds like this. Let's see. It goes, lean on me when you're not strong, but I'll be... Okay, there's one of those. And then the other one that, if you have one leg, it can be, come on, Eileen, oh, I swear what it means at this moment. Anyway, all right. So that was Dexy's Midnight Runners on that one. I haven't done that one, I don't think, on here. You in that dress, oh, I thought I'd confess. Yeah. Anyhow, cool. All right. Well, oh, I see a super chat from Jerry. Thank you, Jerry. Very cool. The other name that that I like to mention is if you're conceived on a tennis court, they call you a net. All right, I'm gonna go to the organ next and play some tunes for you over there. Let me change the camera here and head over there. All right, one moment. There we go. Okay, legs over. How's everyone doing over here? Okay, this is the other part of the crowd, right? The ones that have been sitting over here looking in the back of my head. All right. Okay. Do I have organ sounds? I do have organ sounds. If I turn this off and I put us on this, we have the organ. Cool. Alrighty. This next one, and actually I have pedal too, which is great, and it's somewhat illuminated. That's nice. This next one, I'm not going to sing. I'm just going to just play it for you. Yeah, cool. Alrighty. This is a song by Harold Arlen of Wizard of Oz fame, you know, Somewhere Over the Rainbow and stuff like that. So this song goes back to 1933. So let's give it a shot. That is Paper Moon. It's only a paper moon. Harold Arlen on that one. Very cool. All right. Yes, I have my my space socks on. Yes. Can I get that camera up? Is that this camera? Nope. Is it this camera? It is this camera. There are my space socks. Yes. There's the camera there. Hello, Mr. Spaceman. And not the moon, but other planets and things. So anyhow. All right. That was a cool one. I didn't have that one requested, but it's a fun song. And actually, that song is one of the ones that I played for Peter Bogdanovich, the director, before he passed. I played it at a party in Beverly Hills, and that was one of my sort of just craziest gigs I've played. But anyhow, it was a 50th anniversary of a movie called The Last Picture Show, and a movie that he directed, and had Jeff Bridges and a bunch of folks on it. Anyway, but it was a party for that, and they had a big cake and everything, and there was a singer with me, and he did that song. We did Paper Moon because one of his films is called Paper Moon. So I got to play, accompany a singer singing that song for that director. So that was really cool. And he actually passed away not too long after, maybe I don't know, maybe a few months after that, something like that. But anyhow, one of those gigs that you just think, did that even happen? Is that even real? You know? So anyhow, this next one is a request. This next one was from Jerry, I believe, requested this one. Let's see here. It's not one that I can do in the key that it's written in. Let me try it with, do I have a piano sound here? Yeah, cool. I'll try this one with a sort of piano organ. There's Leslie. Okay, this is a request from Jerry. This is a song that came out in the 70s, and it was by Van Morrison. It's a marvelous night for a moon dance with the stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance neath the cover of October skies. And all the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. And I'm trying to please to the calling of your heartstrings that play soft and low. And all the night's magic seems to whisper and hush. And all the soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Till the morning has come, and I know now the time is just right, and straight into my arms you will run. And come, heart will be waiting to make sure that you're never alone. There and then all my dreams will come true, dear, there and then I will make you my own. And every time I touch you, you just tremble inside. And I know how much you want me that you can't hide. And can I just have one more romance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? It's a marvelous night for a moon dance with the stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance neath the cover of October skies. And all the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. And I'm trying to please to the calling of your heartstrings that play soft and low. And all the night's magic seems to whisper and hush. And all the soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Oh, in the moonlight, on a magic night. Oh, the moonlight, the moonlight, the moonlight, on a magic night. Just have one more moon dance with you, my love. That's Moon Dance, and that's a request from Jerry. So thank you so much for that request. Oh, and thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Yes. That was a song I learned in high school, actually. I was in a jazz band in high school, part of the high school, and we played that song. And it was so important because, well, in the song, that I was the keyboard player, because on that song, there is the little piano flourish that happens in that, is the second verse? Leaves on the trees all falling, through the sound of the breezes that blow, and then you hear this, that kind of thing, the little breeze. And I had to play that. That was the important part on the keyboard. So anyway, cool. Hello, Melissa. Looks like she's here. Good to see you. Let's see here. All this stuff going on. Trying to see if I can make sense of it all. Yes, so tomorrow, yes, there's going to be another concert. It's not a spontaneous concert because it is planned, but it's kind of going to be just a fun hangout and do some songs that are my favorites, and I think that are also in celebration of the milestone of 5,000 subscribers. So we're going to have a lot of sort of up-tempo things, and I'll share some new things with you as well, and we'll get to that tomorrow. There'll be some cool surprises, including some new music. So anyhow, one more for you here at the organ before I head back over to the Nord. Let's see, this next one is also a jazz tune. I got some jazzy ones tonight on the organ. They tend to work quite well. This one was a double request in that Cam requested this song, as well as Jez over in Wales. So I have not let the two know that they both requested that song, but I'm going to play it, so it's a double request. And I think for that reason, I need to do it justice. Or just ice. But anyhow, yes, one of the things that we don't have, that we have in the States in our water that's, you can't, it's always weird when you order in Europe and things. I want ice in my drink. Just ice. It's like, what? Cool. All right, so this next one, a double request. I'm going to try a little bit up-tempo here and do something weird and crazy, but let's see if I pick this preset here. That gives me a nice, robust pedal sound. Cool. Okay. And then nice big organ sound. Yes. Okay. This is a song that I think is just, you can't even compare the fame of this song attached to this artist. It just kind of goes with saying. So this is one that Frank Sinatra just, it's sort of the definitive version that many have tried to copy, but it's just, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to try to do my own version of this song, and it's going to go like this. That's, of course, Fly Me to the Moon, and that is an up-tempo Latin feel with that one. Gosh, I almost lost track of the count. It was the count, Dracula. I lost track of the beats there a little second. I had to sort of look at my drum machine and see what I was on, what beat out of 8 where I was on. Anyhow, very cool. Thank you for that request. It tested me to do something different there, so I appreciate it. Alrighty, I'm gonna head back over to the piano over there, and I shall put back on the logo, and I shall change that. Okay, cool. One moment. Okay. I think it's only fitting that I put the moon on. It'll just look like a white orb, but that's okay. White orb, yay. Okay. Actually, before I do that, I should take it off so you can see up close what it looks like. Hello, Bill. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. You get the Mario sound. Yes, so this looks like a white orb, but if I bring it up closer, you can see the detail on this actually is the surface of the moon. Goodness me, all the lights making it hard to see, but yeah. Point being, it is a reconstruction of the moon's surface. Yes. So when it's lit up, you can, if you're in the room here, it looks a lot more like a moon, but on the camera, it just comes across as a white orb. But that's okay. In any case, that was 3D printed. So anyhow, that was a cool thing. That just happened to be part of today's program. I wish you could see what it looks like here. It just looks like a light to you, but that's okay. It's good to have some extra light on the keys. Ooh, alrighty. Next up, I'm going to do a song that I wrote back in 2021. Where's my water at? There it is. Back in 2021, I released an album of music that I wrote in the style of sort of the pop, Motown stuff of the 50s and 60s. And the album is called Yesteryear. It was sort of just looking back at the styles of that era from Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, to Jerry Lee Lewis, and just a bunch of other things. Dean Martin, stuff like that. And each song kind of has its own character to it. And out of those songs, there was a song that was about the moon. And I thought, well, I'll try playing that tonight and see how it goes. If you've got any of the streaming services, actually it's even on YouTube here, on YouTube Music. You can search my Yesteryear album. It's just one word, Yesteryear. And this song is called Watching the Moon. And this whole album didn't have much of didn't have any kind of personal connection to me. And people usually say, you should write about what you know and things. But I really just, I was in that kind of part of the pandemic, I was listening to a lot of music from that era, and just got me sort of inspired to write my own and think about kind of where all this kind of came from, the things that I do, that I play from the 70s and 80s and 90s and beyond. And, it all kind of began in that era with rock and roll. And a lot of that stuff kind of hinted at other music before it. So it kind of all builds on the shoulders of the things before it. Anyhow, that's kind of what sparked that album. And I wanted to sort of create a story arc of a couple that meets, and then they enjoy life for a while, and then the whole thing falls apart, and they're remembering the yesteryear, the time that used to be. So anyhow, this came from that album. The song is called Watching the Moon, and it's very much in the style of sort of the 50s. And actually in the song itself, I hint at a classical piece to kind of look back from before that era. So I'll play that for you as well. And actually this classical piece was another request of the evening, but I'll include it as part of this song. So this is Watching the Moon. rises, its warmth touches my skin, yet my heart inside is cloudy, it won't let the sunlight in. But when evening falls around me, this glowing beam breaks through, 'cause I know you're out there looking up, and we're both watching the moon. Whoa. I wish that I could travel out across the twinkling skies and turn my sights back to the earth to catch your moonlit eyes. My soul knows you'll return again. It's patient and it's strong, for you are worth the waiting, and I've loved you for so long. Someday you'll be here next to me, I hope that day is soon. We'll sit beneath the stars together, watching, both here, watching the moon. We're both watching the moon. Whoa, we're watching, we're watching, we're watching the moon. We're watching, we're watching, we're both watching the moon. Watching, we're watching, we're both watching the moon. Watching, we're watching, we're both watching the moon. That is Watching the Moon. Yeah. It's basically, somebody who's looking up at the moon and thinking, well, everyone sees the moon, so the person that I'm in love with must also be seeing the moon. We're maybe watching it together. So anyhow, thank you so much. Yeah, that progression is kind of indicative of that era. Think of like Heart and Soul. And I did the one earlier. Earth angel, earth angel. So I always kind of use that progression. It's very, very classic doo-wop, and also has usually a 6/8 time, or 12/8 time, meaning that there's triplets. There's threes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Anyway, an earth angel. Anyway, all those ones of that era. Okay, cool. This next one is a more modern one, and to me wasn't a song that I knew. But upon research this week, try to find some lunar tunes, or as James said earlier, moony tunes. This one popped up and was a big hit in 2010 by an artist named Bruno Mars. And I know Bruno Mars' music, but didn't know this one. So anyhow, I'm going to try this one for you. Like I said, it's kind of newer to me, so I may screw it up, but that's why we do this. That's why we try these things. So this one's called Talking to the Moon, and it isn't dissimilar from the last song. Not intentional. I didn't know this song before, but anyhow, kind of more of a ballad and good melody to it. And anyway, see what you think. This is called Talking to the Moon by Bruno Mars. Somewhere far away. I want you back. I want you back. neighbors think I'm crazy, but they don't understand. You're all I have. You're all I have. At night when the stars light up my room, I sit by myself, talking to the moon, trying to get to you. In hopes you're on the other side, talking to me too. Or am I a fool who sits alone, talking to the moon? Oh, I'm feeling like I'm famous, the talk of the town. They say I've gone mad. Yeah, I've gone mad. But they don't know what I know, 'cause when the sun goes down, someone's talking back. Yeah, they're talking back. Oh, at night when the stars light up my room, I sit by myself, talking to the room. Side, talking to me too. Oh, am I a fool who sits alone, talking to the moon? Oh. Every night I'm talking to the moon, still trying to get to you. In hopes you're on the other side, talking to me too. Or am I a fool who sits alone, talking to the moon? Somewhere far away. That's a quite a good song, actually, and it allowed me to do some harmonizing there with my falsetto. Anyhow, very cool. All right, folks. Well, it is that time. We are at the last song of the evening because tomorrow is a long program. So, yes. So tomorrow we're going to have our 5K subscriber celebration concert. I will post the link after this concert. I didn't want to confuse anybody that, you know, which one's which. But tomorrow at 1 p.m. PST, right here, I will do, it'll be probably 4 p.m. East Coast, and then you can do the math the rest of the world, but I wanted to make sure that everyone's included. So hopefully I'll see you there. Tomorrow is Labor Day here in the States. So anyway, there's a holiday for us, but I thought it'd be a great opportunity to do this for you all. Just in thank you for all your support and for joining along on the Shouts Crowd train, or the Shouts Crowd space shuttle up to the stars. Anyhow, so thanks so much for all you do. I'm gonna have a lot more things to share tomorrow, but this was a kind of a nice lunar, calm theme to close out the weekend. But yeah, so check out tomorrow. Again, 1 p.m. PST. We will have our celebration concert. Anyhow, but until then, I'm going to do one more for you. This one is by King Harvest. The song, this is actually what sparked the idea for me. I heard this one on the radio and thought, this is a song to make a theme out of. So I'm going to close with this one this evening. I hope you enjoy. This is called Dancing in the Moonlight.
Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. We like our fun and we never fight. You can dance and stay up night. It's supernatural delight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and right. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. dancing in the moonlight. Oh.
Thank you, folks, so much. That was King Harvest and Dancing in the Moonlight. I hope you've enjoyed the last hour of music. I've had a lot of fun and exploring this theme of the moon, the lunar tunes. Anyhow, I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow if you can. There'll be the 5,000 subscriber concert here at 1 p.m. PST, and I'll have more things to share then. We're just going to have a good time. So, as I said last week, BSOD, which can mean blue screen of death, but it can also mean bring snacks or drinks, or bring snacks and drinks. So anyway, look forward to seeing you all there. So check back in tomorrow, and I will catch you then. Have a good rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you.